Today we have the 10 most extreme weather events caught on camera. All right,
Number
here we go.
10, Grenada.
Ooh, I've been to
Beautiful
Grenada.
Grenada frequently suffers the brunt of massive weather events. In fact, they experience direct hits from massive hurricanes approximately every 29.5 years. Every
Damn.
40 years, one comes along that causes absolutely
Holy
devastating
cow.
destruction and high fatalities. Because they have become such irregular events, several of these devastating events have been caught on tape. Due to the nature of large weather events,
Damn.
they are often captured to film. But what makes Grenada such an epicenter for the most extreme is its location, which has effectively put it on the front lines of climate change, with each of the storms getting worse. Some particularly shocking footage was
Bro,
captured in
that
2004,
flooding.
when Hurricane Ivan destroyed as much as 90% of the housing on the island. A level of devastation that is completely unimaginable in most parts of the world. While these images show us the sheerly shocking power of nature. Number 9, Tuscaloosa tornado. In 2011, a catastrophic series of 360 tornadoes swept across the United States in what was the largest and deadliest super outbreak ever recorded. Needless to say, having occurred in modern times, there were many people there with camera phones, ready to catch all the action. But arguably, some of the most astounding video of the storm system came out of Tuscaloosa and Birmingham, which on April 27, 2011, were flattened by a massive 1.5-mile wide twister with wind speeds that reached 190 miles per hour. The path of destruction worn through these two cities alone totaled $2.5 billion and cost the lives of 64 people.
Oh my god.
The same day, another 216 tornadoes touched down in the US, with 4 being classified as an S5, the rarest and most powerful classification for tornadoes.
Oh yeah, I see that. I'm dead.
Number 8,
Alberta
blizzard. Canada is often spoken about for its extreme weather, but in reality, most of
Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. I have no idea where Alberta is. I know it's in Canada, probably somewhere in the middle of Canada.
Canada's climate is quite similar to that of the United States, with warm, snowless winters on the west coast and increasingly vicious conditions moving east. But in November of 2020, a freak snowstorm struck the central Canadian province of Alberta, turning life upside down for local residents. The whole thing started after a low-pressure system drove a raging blizzard across the prairie provinces, most notably Alberta. As the province rapidly became buried in snow, residents began—
Hey, that's how you know you have a lot of snow, when you got to use the broom to get the snow off the car. I've only had to do that 2 times in my life.
posting videos to social media, as a 48-hour snowfall pounded small towns and massive cities alike, with well over a foot of snow. The small town of Kindersley claimed the deepest average snowfall, with 18.1 inches remaining on the ground when the snow finally ceased. All within a brutal 48-hour period that left major roads closed.
You'd be digging
Number
for
7,
days.
Nepal. The 6,000 rivers that provide valued irrigation to the areas farmers have proven a constant threat to the lives of people in Nepal.
Don't make fun of me too much.
Living near the water in Nepal involves being pit against the environment in a never-ending war for survival.
Bro, that looks terrible.
For part of the year, locals have to live with the fear of extreme droughts and wildfires, while the rest of the year is monsoon season. Unfortunately, when you are surrounded by 6,000 rivers, monsoon season is a pretty big deal. Number 5, taste the rainbows. The traditional shape we associate with a rainbow is actually just half the story. Most rainbows are actually circular, but we can only see the half that is properly reflecting the light. So how do you view a whole rainbow? The answer seems to be from above. A number of people have taken to social media with phenomenal pictures of circular rainbows seen from above. But what isn't so common is to come across a double rainbow. So anybody lucky enough to catch one is often quick to pull out their camera and press record, giving the rest of us a chance to appreciate this amazing sight. Number 4, forget about it. Fog can occasionally be dangerous, especially when it results in reduced visibility on the road. But other times, it can be stunningly beautiful, like the fog that sits over Dubai. Ordinarily, this would be something seen mainly by locals.
That's kind of
Dubai's
terrifying.
crown prince, Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, appreciated the beauty of the fog so much that he personally took to the rooftops to capture a stunning series of photographs and video showing the astounding endless beauty of the fog. The video has been shared millions of times by people all over the world, giving them a glimpse of one of the most amazing and beautiful fog covers in the world. Number 3. Fishing made easy. In February of 2019, Malta was stuck with a rather bizarre storm. In Western countries, some people might say that it's raining cats and dogs, but it's always a figure of speech. In Malta, however, it started raining fish. Whole fish falling from the sky. This would normally seem like the stuff of urban legends, but in this case, it was actually caught on camera by numerous people. So just how does it start raining fish? As it turns out, gale force ocean winds had literally skimmed fish from the surface of the water, pulling them hundreds of feet into the air before dropping them back down to earth.
Bro, that's crazy.
The storm caused massive amounts of damage and forced government officials to issue a public warning. So what do you do when the streets are littered with thousands of freshly deposited dead fish? One option may be to send out cleaning crews, but the quick thinking of citizens of Malta saved them the trouble by talking to the streets and gathering up the fish to use as food. Like fishing, just easier. Number 2. Snowberia. While many people may view Siberia as a cold and desolate place, there are many areas where sunny days and beaches are more common than snowstorms.
Really? I didn't know that.
But in 2014, beachgoers in the Russian territory were struck by something quite unexpected. On July 12th of that year, a freak hailstorm targeted a popular beach in the area, sending swimmers and beachgoers scrambling for their lives as large chunks of ice pelted them. The scale of the event is kind of difficult to accurately summarize, but fortunately, many of the beachgoers were quick to start recording the chaos, and the resulting video has been shared millions of times around the world since.
Golf ball size.
Unfortunately, the hail had catastrophic consequences. The freak storm caused property damage and multiple severe injuries, but that wasn't all. It also cost the lives of 2 children in a nearby village.
Oh, poor kids.
Number 1. What's the morning story, Glory? If you think morning glory is just a type of flower or even a muffin, you're probably not alone. But when residents of Northern Australia mention the term, they may very well be discussing a 600-mile-long rolling cloud unlike anything you've ever seen. And seeing them is no challenge. In fact, these totally supernatural-looking clouds hover a mere 300 feet above the ground, meaning that when they appear over land, you can simply walk under them and feel as if you are actually walking among the clouds. Additionally, it has been reported that all winds cease at ground level as the clouds pass over. While scientists don't fully understand these clouds, it is clear that a very particular set of requirements is necessary.
The aliens
for the
are
formation
scanning us. That's what they're doing.